Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Miley Cyrus, Disney's biggest puppet. Let's get right into it. Most children grow up watching networks like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel. These networks are supposed to be created to provide a safe and valuable TV viewing experience to children of all ages. In theory, the shows created by these networks are built to be entertaining and in some instances educational, with most shows trying to teach some sort of life lesson. When I was a child, this is exactly what I believed networks like Disney were supposed to be. TV shows and movies made for kids that are supposed to provide guidance. Disney did such a good job at painting themselves in such an innocent good light, but we all know that they're not so innocent. All these children networks play a sinister role in pushing the agenda, and most people sadly aren't aware of it. We have spoken so much about Disney before in a few other videos, and I have made it clear, Disney isn't what they appear to be. In my opinion, I believe I have proven Disney is a network created to push the Masonic Agenda to the youth. Walt Disney, the creator of Disney, was a member of the Demolay Masonic Organization for boys. The Demolay organization is a Masonic club for boys who are between the ages of 12 to 21. There's an estimated 15,000 members active today. They also have two separate female Masonic organizations called the Rainbow Girls and Job's Daughters that are like the Demolay, but for girls. Walt Disney came from a family of Masons, and we can see that through their work. I won't go too deep into Walt Disney's story, as I have already done videos on Disney that you guys can watch after this one. It's obvious the Demolay organization is used to create future Masons that will lead and be influential. They are creating the future artists, politicians, athletes, and actors that would push their Masonic agenda. I believe most children who are the stars of these Disney shows are Demolay members or Rainbow Girl members, just like Walt Disney was himself. They use these children to push the Masonic agenda onto our kids without parents even noticing it. Most people allow their kids to watch Disney TV shows, but they forget what a TV show is. TV shows aren't just entertainment. They play a much more sinister purpose. When you watch TV, you're watching a TV programming. It's right in the name. The TV show is a program designed to program the mind with a specific set idea. The Masons love to hide the truth in plain sight. That's why they name their shows programming. They are programming kids with these kids' TV shows. Disney knows that parents aren't watching these shows with their children, and they also know most parents are already manipulated and consumed. Disney knows that they have your child all alone when you leave them in front of the TV, watching their TV programming. They are teaching children the values needed to be a productive person in their Masonic society. Those who control our world come for us young and start to mold our brains with their agenda since the moment we can remember. This is what shows like Boy Meets World were created for, to teach children life lessons and guide and navigate a child's life through the years growing up. This is how they program us. They get us from the beginning when we need to be taught. This is exactly what Disney's show Hannah Montana was, just TV programming for teenagers. And Miley Cyrus was Disney's biggest and most successful puppet they ever created. Miley Cyrus was born November 23, 1992. Her father was famous country singer Billy Ray Cyrus, making Miley a part of the industry her whole life. By the time Miley was 14 years old, she was starting her star role on the ultra-successful Disney show Hannah Montana, a show that was about a girl living a double life. By day, she was a regular teenage girl, but by night, Miley was a mega pop star with millions of fans. This show was what made Miley Cyrus a star, all while making Disney a ton of money. During Miley's run on Hannah Montana, she became one of the most famous teen stars in the world. Hannah Montana was being watched by millions of children, all who loved and idolized her. While she was doing Hannah Montana, she was signed a record deal with Hollywood Records, a label owned by Disney, and started releasing music and touring. Her music did even better than her shows, as her debut album Meet Miley Cyrus ended up going triple platinum. Miley would release 2 more projects under Hollywood Records before signing to RCA Records and most recently Columbia Records in 2021. What most people don't know is that Miley was used by Disney to corrupt the morals of millions of young girls. She was one of the artists used for the Good Girl Gone Bad agenda. We can see the same technique with other female celebrities that started in the industry from young ages. Disney knows that in order to make parents comfortable with allowing their children to listen to an artist, the artist must appear harmless and child-friendly. Disney presents their artists as innocent and child-friendly, making music for kids. This is exactly what we can see with Miley, as we can see through her projects. Her first project was Meet Miley Cyrus, and on the cover, she appears like a regular happy teen girl. Any parent that sees this album cover will have no trouble allowing their child to listen to her music. By her third and last studio album on Hollywood Records, we were introduced to a completely different Miley. Her last album was called Cant Be Tamed, and they show Miley dressed in all black, wearing a crop top, and no longer smiling. The good girl gone bad agenda couldn't be more obvious in this one. After Cant Be Tamed, Miley would continue to go edgier and edgier until she was unrecognizable from her Disney start. People say she acted out like this because she wanted to rebrand herself and separate herself from her Disney image, but that's not the case. Miley Cyrus was acting out her role exactly how Disney wanted her to, because in reality, Miley is an industry plant created by Disney to influence the masses with the good girl gone bad agenda. I believe Miley was a part of either the Rainbow Girls Masonic Organization or the Job Daughters organization we spoke about earlier in this video. She started on Disney when she was 12 to 13 years old, right when she would have been allowed to enter the Masonic organizations. Usually only children of Masons are allowed to get in the organization. We already know Miley came from a famous family who are Masonic puppets. Miley, just like the rest of the Masonic puppets, can be seen doing the one-eye symbolism over and over and over again. In this photo, you can see her placing one hand over one of her eyes, doing the one-eye symbolism like we've seen so many other celebrities. We can also see Miley doing the Masonic devil hand gestures in many other photos. All of these images point to the same thing, the Masonic order. She also has some very interesting tattoos on her fingers. We can clearly see an eye tattooed on one of her fingers, and she also has a triangle that just so happens to be a pizza. You guys already know what pizza represents to these people. In this photo here, we can see Miley with a butterfly on her nose, which is a sign of MK Ultra, as the butterfly represents MK Ultra. This would explain Miley's switch of personalities one day to the next. We can also see her doing the shush pose, showing the world she took the oath of secrecy. In one of her performances after she revealed her new image, she could be seen wearing an outfit with an eye right on it, openly showing she's a Masonic puppet. Miley was given to the Masons since a child. She was born into it. She was used to corrupt their fans and help guide them to a burning end. In my opinion, Disney's a Masonic company, and just in Mason fashion, they love showing the truth in plain sight. In Miley's third album, Cant Be Tamed, where they presented her new bad girl image, they have a song called Cant Be Tamed, which they also released a music video for. And this music video shows us exactly who Miley Cyrus represents. The music video starts in what appears to be a private event for the elite, when Miley is introduced as an endangered species locked in a giant cage. Giant wings then come out of Miley's back, showing that she represents the fallen angel Lucifer. This scene represents two things at the same time. One, Miley is trapped and has been her whole life, symbolized by the cage. The cage with a bird in it represents an innocent trapped soul, and in a way, Miley was born into the industry. She was innocent at one point, but not anymore. This scene also represents the fallen angel Lucifer. We all know angels are depicted with wings on their back. This is how Disney was depicting Miley to the world, once innocent and now literally as Lucifer. People, please don't be confused. Miley didn't make this album to rebel against Disney. She did it because it was part of the label's plan since the beginning. If Disney wouldn't have approved of Miley's image in this album, they wouldn't have dropped it. They would have forced it to change, as they have all the power. They signed off on it because this is exactly what they wanted. Miley left Disney after this because her job on the platform was already done. She gathered millions of young girls who she now has influence over and started guiding all of them to a burning end. Disney gets to wash themselves of her before she ruins their good wholesome image. Disney's agenda is still getting pushed to millions of people. In my opinion, Miley's father took the oath and wanted the same for his daughter. He gave his daughter to the industry early on, and Miley never was able to leave. We have to remember the Masons aren't playing fair. They have rigged the game and are willing to do anything to try to win a game they have already lost. We must not allow these celebrities to influence the minds of our children, and we must teach our children not to idolize these celebrities. Music has been turned into a weapon to destroy us. We must not allow them to destroy our people. Well, like I always say, we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. And we also must remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. That's it for this video, but before you guys go, I just wanted to let my Patreons know I am dropping a new exclusive video on Patreon about the Madonna situation that's going on right now with the kids. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it on YouTube because of the guidelines, but I am working on a full video that's going to be dropping on Patreon in the next 2 to 3 days. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just want to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truth Fish store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make goes directly to helping the channel and furthering Truth Records. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts below and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there for more truth. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.